I don't say it often, but when I say it, I mean it. This is a legacy game Sunday.
You breaking that out?
This is a legacy game Sunday at 5:20 at Levi Stadium for Brock Purdy. How about this? This game's bigger than last year's NFC Championship.
Well, divisional round, but it's not.
Right. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a legacy game. Here's we got into a little bit. I'll be honest. Here's the bottom line.
Turning into
Here's I know this is unbelievable. Here's the bottom line. The 49ers Dallas game Sunday is not bigger than the playoff game last year.
Oh, well, that's what we were fighting about.
But it's a much bigger game Sunday for Brock Purdy than the divisional game last year. This is a bigger game for Brock Purdy than that game.
Before I go, good morning.
Hey,
Can you
buddy.
elaborate? Hey, it's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Oh, heck yeah.
Before I go.
He was playing with house money last year. Nobody thought every win was gravy. He was unproven. Everybody said, "Can this be for real?" Then he beat, then the 49ers beat the Cowboys, and now we're 4 games into this season, and he hasn't lost a game. And there's still is he for real? Is he for real?
Right.
Well, tonight Sunday's going to go a long way toward learning more about Brock the Rock.
Yeah, but.
Yeah.
I've graduated from your school. These words have come out of your mouth. I'm paraphrasing.
Okay.
All the good that Brock Purdy has done, and there's been a lot, we've all decided that the file was that has the notation in there. We need to see more. But how unfair would that be to say we've won? We've yet to see a bad Michael Jackson, bad Brock Purdy game. 2, he's already beat this vaunted Dallas Cowboy defense in a win-or-go-home scenario with Trayvon Diggs. So now his brand's getting bigger. There's whispers. Peter King calling him the MVP over McCaffrey yesterday on Willard and Dibbs. So how, Steiny, a man of nuance, can you just come say out of nowhere, this game for Brock Purdy is bigger than all that he's accomplished, and he's accomplished a lot. 2 playoff wins against this same team in January. So to me, I think we got to take a step back. Brock Purdy is balling, but for you to say it's all the good is going to go up in smoke if he were to struggle, I find that. If Brock Purdy's name was Joe Namath, I got to defend the QB because that would be unfair. This dude has put together a lot thus far for it to go up in smoke. Shout out Cheech and Chong.
That is not what I said.
In one game.
That is not what I said. I did not say all the good he's done goes up in smoke.
What'd you say?
If Brock Purdy doesn't play well Sunday night, he's still Brock Purdy. He's still 10-1 in those games.
All right.
But absolutely, positively, we'll be able to look at Brock and say, well, he didn't play great against Dallas last year in the playoffs, and you know what? He didn't play well Sunday either against the Cowboys. Doesn't mean it wipes out all the good he's done, but you better believe that it'll be fair to say, in his 11 games, the Cowboys have been the team that have kind of neutralized him. And then we got ourselves a measuring stick for him.
Okay, well, let me say this, because I can remember Joe Montana going up against the vaunted Lawrence Taylor New York Giants defense, the Bears. Steiny, you're not going to score, it seems like, at 40 or 30 points a game. You're just not, especially when we've all decided and identified how good this Cowboy game is. And coming off of the Jimmy Garoppolo era, when you say bad, I think of fumbles in the pocket. I think of maybe a pick or 2. That Dallas game, he didn't win it, but he didn't mess it up. So I feel like you're looking at that game, which he had no touchdowns, no interceptions. He didn't screw it up. Was that a bad game?
No, but was it his least effective game?
No doubt.
As a 49er quarterback?
From a production standpoint, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if he were to struggle Sunday, then we will say, okay, Brock Purdy's played 11 games. He's been really good in 9 of them, And in 2 of them against this really good team, he struggled.
But what if the team wins in those 2 games?
That'll be good. That'll be good. But how many points did they score last year?
19, yes.
I mean, if the 49ers would beat the Cowboys 20-16, I think it's fair to say, the Cowboys can hold the 49ers to less than their average defensively. It doesn't mean Purdy's not good, but what it might mean to the Cowboys is we can beat this team if we score 23 points. We don't have to score 35 because the 49er offense isn't guaranteed 30 points against us.
Right. Hey, you know what? And I didn't come in here. I don't got my Brock Purdy underwear. I'm scorned. I'm in love with the team on the other side, and I'm despondent. I'm depressed about the quarterback, Steiny. Dak is like Jimmy Garoppolo to me. I understand it now. It's affected my viewing pleasure. So I got to celebrate what Brock Purdy looks like he is, and for the great Peter King to come on, I don't know if you agree with this again, to talk about, hey, it ain't just McCaffrey. Brock Purdy may be MVP. The guy that has the ball, we talked about the 27 touches for Christian McCaffrey, Steiny. The guy that touches the football on offense every play is Brock Purdy. So I just feel like what you said a couple months ago, like, Goo, that game is coming. Let's just say it happens this Sunday. Where do we come back here Monday like, okay, you got to get off the schneid because you're not going to play a Dallas defense every week. You got Philly looming. You know what I mean?
No, what we come in Monday and what happened?
Like they lose 23-16.
The 49ers
lose 23-16.
Okay.
He's 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
Okay.
Let's just say it was his first bad game, quote unquote.
Okay.
I don't know what you're like. You're not. My point is, you're not playing. He's not playing Dallas every single week.
Correct. But that's a team you got to beat. Okay, that's a team you're competing against. And listen, I'm not saying, look, I will not come in here and say Brock Purdy, his track record is his track record. His sample size is his sample size.
All right.
All I'm saying is if he were to have a game like that, 20-16 they lose, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, and whatever, he looks.
Yeah, his first official bad game.
I will look at that game afterwards and I'll say, That's all I'll say.
All right.
I'll say,
Well, I guess I ain't mad at it. You won't say, it was a...
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
Then I'm not mad at that.
Listen, you got to... the Cowboys' defense is good. Really good. So you got to take that into consideration. But the reality situation is nobody's ruffled Purdy's feathers.
And I love that saying.
Let's see if Sunday night he gets his feathers ruffled and... Can he come through? And I don't necessarily mean with a win, but can he, I thought he kind of did it last year. You're right. He didn't lose him the game. Maybe Sunday night will be the kind of game where all he has to do is not lose it for him again. And if they win 21-16, then at that point you say, you know what? You're not going to score a lot against the Cowboys. Nobody is, but we got the defense where we can hold them down. But it's not real. It's not. Brock Purdy's the man. I mean, there's no other. He's going to be the quarterback this year. He's going to have a chance to lead this team to the Super Bowl. But all I'm saying is...
because I got something for you.
In the one game he's played against this team, he played his least effective game. Big deal. It's a great defense. We get it. Well, now he plays him again. And this is it's the Cowboys, it's the Eagles, and it's the Niners.
No doubt.
Big game. That's all I'm saying.
This just popped up to me. Do you think some people... football resent Brock Purdy because there hasn't been that turbulence? Like, I give him credit because he could pop off any Sunday to where a team gets you. Yep. An average defense has a good day.
Yep.
I'm starting to read the tea leaves to where they're starting to resent Brock's start because they feel like he hasn't been tested, but in my computer, I'm like, he's part of the reason he hasn't been tested.
That's a good point. I like that. All right. I think that's fair.
Packed early.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Like he's bringing something to the party. That's all. Like that. I can't ignore it, and he's what I wish my team had at quarterback. And you know what, Steiny? The world's going to be watching just like they did that playoff game, and that to me still will never go away because he didn't mess it up. Dak messed it up.
Well, and listen, I'm not saying this. But somebody could say, well, Purdy didn't win that. Dak lost it. But again, the only thing, I don't care. Purdy won the game. But their offense looked, it wasn't.
Okay. All right, gotcha. So, last time they were under 30 outside of the Philly game.
And that's why, you know what? And that's why I think there are a lot of 49er fans. Hey, what do you think's going to happen Sunday night? We're going to win 31-14.
Well, that's me saying that.
Well, you know what? If they win 31-14, then the league's got a problem.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm starting to think Philly right now, and I know it hadn't been all pretty, but the bottom line, you said it, they're undefeated. If somehow they do get past Dallas, they'll really, really have the mental advantage. I'm telling you, Steiny, I'll forget the undefeated that I said yesterday. Philly will be, to me, the only team that can do this, and they did it before by knocking them out.